In this episode of Trini Ting, we're truly grateful to be joined by the Honourable David Rudder O.C.C, calypsonian, storyteller, cultural icon, and a true national treasure. For decades, his music has carried the joys, the struggles, and the soul of our region. David, it's a real pleasure to have you with us.
It's my pleasure.
To start us off, where did you grow up and what primary school holds those early memories for you?
Belmont was RC. Let's put it in a nutshell. I was taking the Belmont after American. The school next door, St. Margaret's.
Right.
But I wanted to go to Catholic school. So Father Graham said he could come to the school, but he had to be baptized as a Catholic.
Right.
So that's how I ended up at Belmont RC. I had no regrets because since Martin school was our arch rivals.
Okay.
Football and athletics, anything,
Right. So you ended up where you needed to end up.
Yeah.
Nice. So would you say you're more of a morning person or someone who thrives at night?
I am not a person, please. Nighttime is my time. But for almost 60 years.
Right. When you're just relaxing and not thinking about performing or writing, what kind of music do you find yourself listening to?
It depends on the mood. If I am in a mellow mood, I put on kind of blue by my head or something, But I really, I like to bounce up on something, as opposed to I know this song I'm feeling this song right now, and then something might pass and maybe there's a reason why this song passed because I hear this song just a long time, Music that makes it feel good, when things are bad.
So it's up to the mood.
Yeah.
What is one thing about you, David, that might catch people off guard? Something they wouldn't expect from David Rudder. Something about you that would surprise people.
Like sense of humor. You can crack jokes too. It's part of your life,
Right.
I'm not as good as my brother Trevor, but we all have the same kind of gene in the sense of you can see something and I always tell my children and say, I would come in a room here and I see 10 things. They only see one, They're accustomed to that now because they see it in action.
Right.
What about so-and-so? What about so-and-so? Look at that towel. It looks just like the puppy we have. And they look at it and say, it's true. So I think that's part of the whole creative process.
Okay. If life were a house full of rooms and each year was a door in that room, which year would you open up first and what do you think you'd find there?
1962. When I stepped on the stage at Belmont RC School for the first time,
Right.
I knew exactly this is what I wanted to do. That door is the first one I opened.
Right. So tell us a little bit more about that instant realization that this is what you wanted to do.
But I think it was more instant. I think it was kind of there, but it was subconscious, waiting to happen, waiting to free itself, And then when I got on the stage, looking at all my classmates and things, and the clapping and things, I said, this is it. This is it. I've been hit.
Do you remember the name of the tune that you sang that year?
No, I can't remember. It was one of those songs to hear because in those days just had radio fusion and radio Trinidad.
Right.
So you just take what you get from them. And that's one of the things that nurtured a lot of things in my music. Because when you put on the radio, which is only two boxes in the house you pay rent for. You hear the Mantovani and Mundo Ross, Sparrow, Black and Mangishka. So you hear everything coming out here, And all these little song bites kind of shape where I was going, where I am.
So you had a very broad-based diet of music.
Broad-based, yeah.
Nice. Is there a sound or scent that instantly brings you back to Belmont?
I won't say a song or a scent. What I say that all of these days I'm surprised at how small Belmont is. But when I was growing up, it was huge.
Right.
What does Boston? It was a highway to me. But now it's like two cars can't pass and you have to cut for them. But it's these are the things I remember. That this place is small, but it made us big and strong at the same time, because it was more than a community. It was a university campus. It was a parent, a silent parent that Belmont teaches us lessons. We had who was at a school in the country had or place in the country had their own playground. And you could go and watch football, horse racing, rugby, track and field, all at once. We had that.
Just at the bottom of the road.
Just at the bottom of the road.
Right.
And people say everybody had to pass through Belmont at some point in time in their life, And it's true because people come in town for the first time, people Toko and all these places. They settle in Belmont. It's like a holding place, holding bay.
You walked between and amongst different spiritual traditions. If the Orishas and the Roman Catholic saints ever were to have a line together, who would be pouring the drinks and who would be telling the stories?
The Orishas will be telling stories. The saints will be probably drinking some wine and spreading some incense. The Orishas will be telling the story.
Now, what would be the kind of stories you think you'll be telling?
And if you listen to that, they will have an album. Let's pick one.
That's a shameless plug for your albums, Mr. Rudder.
Yeah, shameless.
Shameless. Now, back in 1987, you told us to rally around the West Indies. Were you really just talking cricket, or was there something deeper that you were trying to have us hold on to?
Well, as I said, people, I'm a Caribbeanist. So, rally is like the theme song for the whole movement of the Caribbean, movement of Jap people, as one man would say. We struggles, but all the artists tend to feel about it, see it in some way. Stalin is a Caribbean man, and so we are concerned about the region, because of the fact that we all here we have to do something about it, something positive about it, So you can say Rally was more than just a song. And I think that's the reason why people of Caribbean voted it for as their song for the cricket,
Yeah.
So,
in your view, what is it that a madman sees that the rest of us are too afraid to look at?
Insanity has its own gifts, That's another when people say, look for the God of you can watch it drifting off, Sometimes my mind is in a beautiful place, writing a song. So, I kind of maybe that's why madmen attracted to me so much. I'm just on the better side of insanity, Just the other guy met me and say, use best my brother, give me my box. Use the money, use the savior as my savior. Yeah, right in front of the face to pan yard. Yeah. Because it doesn't intelligence, Jesus Christ, I tell you. I said, all right, brother, okay, brother. All right.